Hello YouTube, theBLOB here, and for the ninth age people out there who happen to visit this channel, I need to talk about the new Ethereal rule in version 1.1 that has just dropped relatively. I'm a little bit late coming out with this. Um, some of my YouTube compatriots have already started to cover various elements of changes, but this particular rule has been spinning around my head for like 2 days since I heard about it. And I don't know. I don't know if it's good, bad. It's just been swirling there. So I figured might as well make a video out of it. Might as well sit down and discuss it. And I thought I'd start with the transition of the concept of the ethereal model in Fantasy Battle, just to put it in context. When I came back to playing the game, it was an eighth, and you were either immune to mundane attacks or you weren't. That's all there was. So um, a ghost may not have a ward save against a magical weapon, which means if you wound it, you killed it most of the time at toughness 3, what have you. But it was completely immune to anything non-magical. And I can understand why people were not too happy with that. I've seen some things. I've seen a Phantom Host base, a single base. Used to be called, what, a Spirit Host or something. But yeah, I've seen them hold up steam tanks and all kinds of other stuff. But so then we get to the ninth age, and the early version of ninth age. Just get some water there. The early version of ninth age was what, a 2-up ward for everything mundane, and again magical. Nothing special. If you were a magical weapon, you just cleaved right into toughness 3 ghosts and chopped them up. I thought this was better. I thought this was better than what was in 8th edition. Um, but I did play a game where I think I had to make 16 or 18 saves, 2-up ward save, and made every single one against an opponent who will forever remember that particular game. So maybe it was too powerful. You know? I mean, mundane weapons could hurt it now, and magic weapons, you get no ward save. So it was definitely better than 8th. But anyone not playing Vampire Counts or maybe Tomb Kings if they have ghosts. I don't really play Tomb Kings, so I wasn't paying attention to that. But maybe it was a little too much for them. So now, in version 1.1, no drum roll here, we have a 3-up ward save mundane against all mundane, and a 5-up against magical. And this is why my head is swirling. Magical weapons now don't just cleave through a ghost, but at the same time, mundanes can hurt them that much more. So, playing Vampire Counts and having 4 bases of Phantom Hosts, um, I just don't know what to feel. I didn't know what to feel. At first I was like, a 3-up save against mundane. What the? Wait a minute, a 5-up save against magic. What the? Because a save against magical weapons is kind of nice. And this is where it gets confusing to me. So let's go into the idea of a ghost in the world of Fantasy Battle. It's not like a ghost in a lot of senses, because they can be poisoned, right? Poison attacks affect ghosts. Lethal strike, near as I can tell, will affect a ghost. If a white king with magical attacks scores lethal strike against a phantom host, it would be what, a 5-up? Yeah, but you get my point. So, is this a good thing, this new change? Is this a good thing? Um, it feels like a compromise, and I'm fully understanding of why there are compromises like this happening, to make the game better for people, and certainly a 60.2 base unit of Phantom Host should not. I mean, they should not really probably have a 2-up ward save. A 2-up ward save in Fantasy Battle is pretty impressive, if not unbelievably good. So, it should be a rare thing, I think. I think it should be a rare and far-flung thing. Should the point values have changed at all? A Phantom Host, 2 models, like I just said, 60 points. Now they don't have a 2-up ward against Mundane and nothing against Magic. Now they have a ward against both. And even though the ward against Mundane is crappier, they have a ward against both. And the value of a 5-up ward save, putting it on at least a character, is pretty expensive. I'm just trying to jump real quick to, I can, let's see here, jump through the PDF, trying to find Magic. Here we go. Talismans. 5-up ward save. We're talking about the Talisman of Greater Shielding for 25 points. Now, yes, that's, you're putting that on a character. And characters are so much more expensive than special or rare or core choices anyway. But 60 points worth of probably what is Vampire Count's chaff with only 2 models now has a ward save all the way around. And I feel like, because what is it? It's 2 models for 60, 25 for more. So you're getting a discount the more you buy. You should probably think about maxing out the unit, which would be 8 models. 8 models, 4 wounds apiece, ward save all the way around. Causes fear. And while they're only string 3, tough 3, for some reason they're AP 1, which in some instances isn't anything to laugh at. So, should the price have gone up on any of the Ethereal units? I guess is what I'm asking you guys. Because again, this is swirling around in my head. It was a 2-up ward save. So, if there's not really a 2-up ward save to compare to in the book, besides maybe, what do you call it? Fireborn? But I'd have to, look up Fireborn real quick to remember, because very few of my stuff's Fireborn. Fireborn, 2-up ward save against Flaming. Right, okay. So, I mean, how many things are going to give conventional units in the game a 2-up ward save? Because there are going to be talismans and things that are going to give it to characters, but, I mean, you get my point. The High Elf book, Dragon Forged Armor, but most of the time that's going to characters. So yeah, should the price have changed? I guess give me your thoughts on that. And give me your thoughts on whether or not this was a good compromise. Was this a good way to make ethereal units more manageable in the game? Or will it actually sort of make them more unmanageable? I just, I don't know. See, with a 5-up ward save, even against magical, worst case is 5-up. It's blowing my mind. I mean, you probably can hear me, The gears are grinding my brain because I'm trying to figure out, as a Vampire Counts player, did this get better? Did this get worse? Should I be paying more for this or the same? I still feel like 60 points for 2 Phantom Host bases is a little light. But that may be blasphemy for the other Vampire Counts players. And on that note, I'm going to run out the door before I piss them off so that, one day we might be able to form an unholy alliance and conquer the world. This has been theBLOB, and this has been a 9th Age video on ethereal units and the new version 1.1 3-up, 5-up ward, and what you guys think about it. Leave comments, and thanks for listening.